Hello everyone and welcome back to a new lesson. Today we are going to focus for Google Colab notebooks to learn and deep dive in for Spark NLP, and today it's the first notebook, and let's try to understand first the environment which is being allowed us via Google Colab. How can we run the specific notebooks, the specific sections, the code blocks, and try to understand how we can make the installation of the Spark NLP in this environment, and how can we run the initial steps, and how can we customize it further. So first of all, you can find a bunch of different notebooks in our GitHub repo. I'm going to share the link in the video. And also let's try to understand the environment. So this is the one of the sample notebooks that we are going to start with. This is the name of the notebook, and this is the menu where we can manage some other details like runtime or adding or changing some of the cells. Here on the left side we have our folders to store our files, structures. If you need to train data or test data, or if you need to upload or inject some data, we can add a new code block from here or add new text from here. And here on the right side you see how much resources are being currently consumed, and you can also manage this part as well. Let's start with the Colab setup, and let's start to the initial installation of the library. We are targeting today PySpark 3.3, and also for Spark NLP the latest version is of today is 4.2.8. And let's run this code block, which is going to start pip, the install package manager of Python, and we are going to start its installation of the library. And then there is also another nice trick which we are going to share with you. Normally there are some limitations in Google Colab in case you're idle, but if you enable the developer settings in your web browser, and if you use these combinations depending on Mac or Windows, then you can extend the instance up to 12 hours by using this code block. And after running each process step like this, you will see a button saying that this has been completed. Now this part has been done. We'll go to Spark session initialization. Let's see. As you can see, we created a new Spark session, and Spark NLP version is 4.2.8 and Apache Spark is 3.3.0. And now there's also another option to change the parameters of Spark, Apache Spark. For example, we can change the application name, or we can enable further master drivers, or change the driver memory. So these might be needed in case you need further optimizations. And here now we are referring to the relevant model hub that you might be familiar with. This is the link of the model hub. So currently we have more than 13,000 models, and you'll be able to access them via your browser and run them accordingly. As you can see, we have some English pipelines, and also we support a lot of multilingual capabilities do we have, so we also support non-English languages as well. By the way, here, if you click here, you'll see the structure of the specific notebook. As you can see, after enabling Spark session, we are going to use some of the pre-trained models. We'll try to explain documents via machine learning or deep learning, and then try to recognize some of the identities by using deep learning techniques. Then we are going to clean some stop words. We are going to run spell checker. We are going to parse a list of text. We are going to use full annotate features to get more details. We'll try then to have a use case by enabling sentiment analysis, and also we are going to run some deep learning versions on an IMDb dataset. That's the whole idea of this notebook, and let's try to focus for further details. Now we are going to run our resource downloader, and we are going to enable the English language pipelines, as you can see here, and download them. As you can see, we get the result. you see. So we have a bunch of options in English language, as you can see here, and we can see the details below. Now, after running this code block, we would like to import the pre-trained pipeline, and then here below we have a nice sample test document. Let's enable it as well by initializing. And now we are going to run our first pipeline, and we are willing to explain document via machine learning. And there are multiple stages, which starts with document assembler, and then we'll have sentence detector, tokenizer, lemmatizers, stammer, part of speech, and finally spell checker via Norvig methodology. Let's enable and initialize our pre-trained my pipeline by running this command. It's taking some time because we are downloading into Google Colab environment the relevant pre-trained pipeline, and it's being downloaded. And once download is being completed, we'll see the output of this code block. And then the next one, we are going to run this specifically pipeline.model.stages to see all the stages of the specific pipeline. Okay, this part is currently running, and we are downloading around 9 megabytes of size for explain document ML. And once it's being completed, we are going to run the stages, and then we are going to load this pre-trained pipeline from the local disk. So you'll see it in a short moment. Okay, this part has been completed. I'm running the stages, as you can see below, and now I'm loading it from the local disk. Let's have a look. As you can see, each model and pre-trained pipeline has a specific versioning and some naming conventions. And here on the left side, I'm also opening it for a while so that we can see our folder structures. Here on the content part, we have some sample data, and under root, we have a specific folder called cache pretrained, and here you can see the downloaded model and pipeline and the metadata and stages. You see? Now let's also try to run the time function and also try to use it versus the test document that we had, and we can see the CPU times and the wall time. And also by running this command, we can see the dictionary keys. And finally, let's also run this part and result sentence, and we can see the details of the sentence. And now we can see the tokens that has been initiated. You see? And with this list command, we can get part of the speech, you see? So Peter is a noun, is a verb, and good is an adjective for person. Yes, so the stage details are being run carefully, and we can immediately get results. Also, this is another one, this time token, lemmatizers, stemming and spelling part in the same command and the same output. And by enabling pandas, we are going to have some further reporting capabilities, and via data frames, as you can see, it's a list. And again, we see the initial token, the corrected version, part of speech, lemmas, and stems. And by using this Google Colab functionality, we can filter them and see it in a magical way. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next lesson. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.